Welcome to the Goal Zero Toolbox Talk series. Today's Toolbox Talk. Concrete. Do you know how much concrete weighs? A cubic yard, 1 yard by 1 yard by 1 yard, weighs 4,000 pounds. That's 2 tons, more than twice the weight of the average small car on the road today. Standard concrete weighs typically between 2.3 and 2.4 tons per m3. Think about that when a concrete truck is placed next to an excavation. All that weight plus the load shift during mixing will cause a superimposed load on the sides of an excavation or trench and could result in a cave-in. Be on guard during any concrete placement. When pouring concrete, be sure that you wear the proper personal protective equipment. Rubber boots are a must to prevent you from getting lime burns on your feet and ankles. If you get wet concrete on your socks, change them immediately to prevent concrete burns. Your eyes also need protection. Goggles will provide you with excellent coverage. Another area that has the potential for serious injury is when a concrete chute is raised or lowered at the rear of a concrete truck. Always keep your fingers out of pinch points. One slip can mean the loss of fingers or even a hand. The same thing applies anytime an extra chute is added to the truck. Watch where you put your hands and get help to lift the add-on chute. Pinch points are all around concrete buckets. Never ride a bucket and make sure that no one is working under the load. If the crane or pump truck operator cannot see the pour, be sure to use a qualified signal person. When placing concrete with a bucket, know the capacity of the crane, don't overload. A test lift is advisable. Avoid swinging the bucket near power lines. Contact with an energized power line can kill or injure. When applying curing compound to concrete, wear the right personal protective equipment. Chemical additives can cause burns. Check the appropriate SDS sheet with your supervisor. Also, remember that wet concrete conducts electricity. All tools and cords must be grounded, and don't allow metal bowl float handles to encounter electrical wiring or light bulbs. Keep a safe distance from moving trucks or equipment, especially when they are backing up. The operator may have a limited field of vision. Dry concrete can irritate the eyes, nose, throat, and upper respiratory system. Skin contact may result in ailments ranging from moderate irritation to the thickening or cracking of the skin. The dangers posed by silica, a main component in dry concrete, stretch far beyond the normal risks of everyday work. Employees who are exposed to silica dust for long periods can develop silicosis or lung cancer. Wear an N95 respirator at a minimum, to decrease the inhalation of cement dust. Eat and drink only in dust-free areas to avoid ingesting cement dust. Just because the risk of silica exposure is minimized when working with wet concrete does not mean that wet concrete is hazard-free. Adverse health effects can result from overexposure to wet concrete. Wear alkali-resistant gloves, long sleeves and full-length pants, waterproof boots, and eye protection. As a best practice, suggest that the foreman keep extra gloves and safety glasses on-site during concrete pouring. Wash contaminated skin areas with cold water and non-alkaline soap as soon as possible to prevent severe skin damage from chemical burns. If you are splashed with wet concrete, use the eye wash station for at least 15 minutes and or go to the hospital for further treatment.